So this is one that my mom used to tell us all the time when we were growing up. When she was like a teenager. She was probably 15 or 16. I'm not sure. She was hanging out at her friend's house, and I believe she said it was like a trailer, like she lived in a trailer park, I think. And it was a blizzard. Like, I don't remember if she said that the lights went out. I think maybe they just like got bored and they wanted something to do. They decided to have a seance. So this is like back in like the 70s too, so you know, there was no internet or anything. And like I said, it's a blizzard, so they couldn't go out. So they decided to contact Judy Garland. For those who don't know who that is, she played Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. Look her up. She was a really great actress. Sad story about her though. For anybody that's ever done them, you might know that they can take a long time. And this story was no exception. She said that it took like hours. You know, they had their hands clasped, and you know, their head bowed, you know, the way you're supposed to, and your eyes closed. My mom heard her friend's rocking chair rocking. So she's like, oh, it's probably just her cat. So she opened her eyes for a second, and her cat was sitting right next to her feet. So she's like, okay, it's not her cat. So she looks up, and I know this is probably going to be unbelievable, and because, you know, it's probably the best outcome that you would ever get from a seance, but she actually said she saw Judy Garland leaning up against her friend's rocking chair. She said she had her arms folded across her chest like this, and she was leaning against it, and she was staring right at her. She every time she told us what she was wearing too, she had a white ruffled top on, and she said she wasn't smiling or anything. She was just like kind of just like staring at her. You know, she said like how her hair was and everything, and how she was looking at her. I just can't remember. It's just one story that I remember. She told us a lot, and swears to it. She swore to it up and down her entire life every time she told it to us. It's just another crazy story.